Politricks watch. This is Therapy. Now, today I'm going to be talking about long time 87. Right? Remember the Klansman gang, who is now dead. I'm giving a brief history on him, who killed him. I'm going to tell you now, just how dangerous things are looking if you send catch him not. And you might be thinking to yourself, but it's already dangerous. Oh, it can get much worse. And it probably will. The youth I talk about, them call him PI. This youth is a long time 87. How long? Remember Chadiga Park? Remember the brutal massacre? Where the Klansman turned Chadiga Park upside down? Woman picnic all kind of madness? PI was around on that operation. He took part in it. So it was a long time me I talk about. From sci-fi them days. PI was a feared 87. Even though most of the man them did off from that era, there's still a few relics hanging around, and PI was one of them. So, who killed him? Bedbugs. Yes, one of the more recent factions that break away from Klansman gang, and in particular, the Black Man faction of the Klansman gang. In case you're not aware, it's split up all over the place. Originally, it was just Tesha versus Black Man. Now, Tesha, still a theme faction, but smaller than before. You have Richie, still the boat, even though you don't hear much from him. You have Termite, right, theme faction. You have Bedbugs, Izzy and Smokey them control that, and you still have Black Man. So, I want to see what's happening right there, so. And this is just Klansman alone. What started out initially as two men war against each other, now split up. I have about 4 to 5 different factions who at any given time is attacking the other. So PI, him have a brother named Wee Wee who was aligned with Tesha Miller them, right? And then they end up kill Wee Wee. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a video on PI and some people in my family because he has some very interesting characters, right, that he's related to. I don't want to hear about it, but that will be for a separate video. But Wee Wee was one of them. And at one point, somebody who's on trial now tried to kill PI by cutting him throat because his brother Wee Wee did a fire shot off at him in the Tesha and Black Man war. But PI survived. As I say, that's going to come up in that video about PI and his brother them. PI was living in a place called Okobi. At this present moment, Tesha them control Okobi. So, he was with Tesha side of youth them and Adesso immediate base. But him go dead in a place named Bucktown, stray. How him reach so? Especially considering the bedbugs have reach in that community. Well, like most 87, Eagle Eye play a big part in it. You see, him have a girl in a Bucktown. Enough time him go over there late in the night and thinks nobody not see him. Right? Enough people actually ask him, say, oh, what you do? Right, you play a dangerous game. Right? Him claim say, him go over there late, people can't see him, but then make things worse. After doing it enough, the man them use Sykes on him and tell him say, him good, because he's been around so long, you know them senior 87s there, them kind of have like a clout, long time, you know, acidic ratings where people say, no, a long time bad man and, yeah man, you're an old time shooter man and, you know, them gas him up and make him feel like say, everything alright. So some people tell him say, stay far from Bucktown, you can't trust the man them. But then other people tell him say, him safe. Anyway, him get comfortable, start stray. And after years and years of killing much people, especially as me say, Chadiga Park stand out, get away, bust so much case, couldn't get convicted, even though he's a well-known killer. Team luck finally run out. The badness finally catch up with him. Bedbugs finally catch up with him. And they're currently making it a business of theirs to hunt anybody who is not aligned to the film faction of the Klansman gang. So whether it want to be Black Man 87s, Tesha 87s, all of them are enemies of Bedbugs. So by now the man them study movements, know which part him frequent, right, ambush him and kill him. Now earlier in the day, Bedbugs launched an attack on a man of them called Johnny. So the man go over Johnny yard, fire how much shot up all car, buckle boom fling, all kind of madness. Do you know why them attack Johnny and him property? because he's good friends with C4. And they're on a mission to get out anybody who is related to C4 or them a good friend to them. The same man them but just left the trial. They're now with bedbugs and they're stronger than ever. So Johnny come on the attack in the daytime and then in the night them kill PI. PI, after them shot him up, them drag him body or dash him near the river. Do you know how them realize this? They could see the trail of blood because him dead on the ground, but them hold him and drag him. Right. Not throw him on a car back and nothing, them drag him and you could see the trail of blood go straight down to the river and then obviously it disappeared. So that's from Sunday. Well, them finally find PI. So them dash him over Bucktown side and the river carry him body down towards Riverly side. So the river end up carry the body or dump it at a spot where enough of the man them will take part in the attack actually come from. It's almost like the river say, a them man do it. The river return the body right to the sender them. Body swelled up by this point, as you can imagine, it was not a friendly scene. But PI lived a very destructive life. PI killed a whole lot of people and him end up go out in a gruesome manner. But as I said earlier in the video, PI linked with Tesha youth them. So you know what this mean. Now they're going to look for revenge. Now them are going to say anybody them catch, this is going to happen, that is going to happen. St. Catherine North could potentially surpass St. James by the end of the year. Let me say that one more time. Based on what I'm seeing now, St. Catherine North might surpass or is very likely to surpass St. James before the year done. You have the one other conflict them, now you have the Klansman conflict them. It's just total chaos. You see, I'm starting to look at the termite faction and the bedbugs faction with a different lens. Especially bedbugs. They might do so much damage. The security forces know so much damage. I will not hear no damage I do to them. I'm looking at this with a completely different lens. No gang can look this up. What we're witnessing is some new gangs rising before our very eyes, and the powers that be are going to sit back and watch until it's too late, until them get even stronger, until we have a new, modern, updated and more destructive version of the old school Klansman. Because as them get bigger, them recruit more people, right? Them not shot at 87s, them not shot at money because them have ways to generate funds, them buy up new guns, and the authorities are twiddling their thumbs. Interesting times. We can see how it turn out. Now, before the video end, I want to talk about Liquor Dungeon River. You might have heard the police them recently declared lockdown. Them say nobody can go over there. Why? Because our brother, ironically named Brother, was killed. Yes, gangs are fight over Liquor Dungeon River and money, who pay money and who collect money to go in there. Remember I did the video recently talking about mineral, right, in St. Catherine. Well, at the same thing I go on in Liquor Dungeon River. But police them lock it down fast because them say they might expect reprisal. You see, one thing when gang war go on at St. Catherine over mineral, and you have quadruple murder and all them things there. But Liquor Dungeon River, right next to the famous Dungeon River, the powers that be cannot allow no gang war to go on there so. They make sure lock it down before the man them could even retaliate. Because if news go start broke, say man retaliate and double murder go on a Liquor Dungeon River, and then triple murder go on a Liquor Dungeon River, that is going to have massive PR consequences for the Golden Goose. And they cannot have that happening, especially considering say that general area tourists frequented. It's a tourist hotspot. You can't have gang war or fight this up. Man, they make sure get proactive. Man, them start use foresight. Lock it down from now. That's a damage they can't manage. Steer shot go fly. Next thing you say, steer around end up in a coaster bus with Gwyneth. Going to be some real problems. So, look at don't for that down. So the police come out and say the UDC or the people them who supposedly control it make the place gone to stray. People all go and they go build all things on it. Do them one thing as them feel like. But look at Dunjiva, just like mineral or enough of them place there, were controlled by the UDC or the state or whatever, and them tell us, oh, it's free and it's open to the public. You know, just go have a very good time. Bad man down there, I dictate things. I collect money. So, that free argument, it's free. Alright. Link me for a unicorn. Not the name free. There's always a cost to something. And if you think gunman are going to sit down and watch attraction where I get thousands of people a day and I'm going to go collect extortion money, worse than I realize say the government not do nothing to stop them. Government knows extortion are go on. Government knows say gunman are collect money and just sit idly by. They know say man don't collect money and not nothing. So it look like a cut out of the money, reach back to your field leaders them. And the only way me can see man stand up and watch a free attraction. Right. A gunman a collect money and do nothing about it. To the point where a next a gunman a war over it and people start there. In the attraction. Irie. So Billy Joe, win it. Don't worry. Everything's still Irie. Don't have to worry yourself. As for the locals, well, they on your own. Call the police. Anyway, Dayton Squad, you open yourself. Yeah, you don't know, more life. Ultra Squad, stay circling. Bless.